Hello and welcome to a little bit of a kind of update and hopefully a plans type video. It's just going to be a little rant. I was just looking at when the last episode was uploaded, which would have been right around 2 weeks ago. And to keep up the schedule, obviously I would need to upload episode 11, I think today, when this video is going up. But basically, to keep up the schedule, I would have to do it pretty soon after I'm recording this segment right now. And I wanted to make this video for a couple of reasons. The first reason is because I want to get an entire episode dedicated to my quest expedition all kind of together at once. And so in order to do that, my main goal is to gather all of the items for the quests within the desert that I can. And I'm 90% certain that one of those items that I need requires a piece of glass or something of the sort. And to be able to get that piece of glass, or like molten glass and stuff like that, I need access to my aquarium, preferably. I mean, there are methods of getting seaweed otherwise and being able to make glass that way, but that's what I'm stuck doing right now so that I can gain access to my aquarium. And based off of how frequent it is right now, it's definitely not a good method. So the only two possible ways that I have found that I am going to be able to start gaining a somewhat consistent method of seaweed within the desert are both implings. The two implings that I'm talking about specifically are baby implings, which on the wiki it is listed as a rare chance of getting one piece of seaweed, and the other, now that I have 54 Hunter, are spirit implings, which give me 5 fish bowls. Now, obviously, it's not a piece of seaweed, nor is it molten glass, but the fishbowl is specifically the item that I need the glass for in order to gain access to my aquarium. I need a fishbowl and 5 bronze bars to create that little thing in the hub. So this is what's like really kind of the important part of getting that. And then once I have access, I can gain at least 5 seaweed, I think, per day. And if it's not per day, then it's per week. So that's kind of the main thing. That's my primary goal right now, is to just get that fishbowl or that piece of seaweed from these implings, and then we'll move from there. The second reason is just spur of the moment, like right before I started recording this. I want to start using a different editing program. I've been using Sony Vegas 14 for all the videos that I've made so far, and I want to transition to using the Adobe Studio. I want to start learning how to use Premiere Pro and Adobe After Effects for actual like special effects, and hopefully being a lot better at actually starting to add cinematics and things like that, and creating the videos at a much better kind of creative video standpoint instead of just feeding everyone information. And that's kind of something I think I've been a little like on and off about each time that I create a new video, based off of how I'm feeling when I'm creating it or something. And I really think that I should be putting the most effort that I can into each thing, but when I just sit down and start doing it, that's not really what comes out. And that's just kind of how it's been for me. I do appreciate all of the support that I get, but it is hard being how much that actually amounts to. But, you know, the little bit that I get is what has kept this account going, and I do really appreciate that. It's also just kind of something for me to do, I guess. So when I have some time or when I'm just bored of other things, I just kind of get on this account and start fishing or, wood cutting or something that's somewhat beneficial within Menaphos and start trying to figure out some goals. So that's kind of, my plans for the series and upcoming things that should be happening on the account. So the episode 11 officially is going to be delayed a little bit, just so that I can learn the new program and actually get some decent content out, because right now episode 10 really is nothing interesting. Within the last 2 weeks, I have started streaming over on Twitch quite a bit more frequently. Some of the streams haven't been as enjoyable for me as others, primarily due to the lack of actual chat interaction, but there's not much I can really expect from that right now. But, if you're interested in an occasional Desert Only stream, they are probably going to be happening over there. However, it's really going to be like the gruel and boring parts of the account that are probably going to be streamed. I'm not entirely sure. Hopefully, if I ever get to the point where I feel comfortable starting PVMing, maybe that'll go on. But right now, I think I've only really streamed my research portion of figuring out all of the things that I need for the quests, and I have a list now that kind of gauges what I need, where I can get them, and stuff like that, as well as I can't quite remember off the top of my head what the other thing I wanted to say was. But yeah, like I said, there really hasn't been anything interesting, and not a whole lot that I would actually explain in episode 11, beside like how I've been hunting imps, or implings rather, and just a lot of fishing, really. So yeah, hopefully this is an okay explanation and it's understandable. I really feel that what I'm deciding to do is hopefully going to benefit the series and benefit my channel. And I have only really one other quick project in mind that should help me learn how to use the basics of Premiere. And hopefully that will come out within a couple days of this video being released as well. I already have most of it that should go into the video, like most of the content down. I just need to throw it all together, I think, and we'll see how that turns out. But yeah, again, I hope this is a decent enough explanation, and I hope people are making it this far into videos. I can't really stress enough how much actual feedback from anyone actually means to me and continues to motivate this series to continue. And hopefully within a couple months we can get to a point that is actually interesting for the account. So yeah, leave a like, comment, subscribe if you would, and yeah, I will see you all with episode 11, whenever it may be.